We have just witnessed one of the craziest events in CS2's entire market history, and it doesn't even have to do with skins today. Let's go on over to the Steam market. I don't even know where I want to start with this. We'll start with the glove case, because this is probably just a dollar for dollar craziest thing so far. From, I believe, lower than 12 bucks. I think this thing went all the way back down to like 9 bucks. Yeah, when the crash happened, all the way up to $40 at peak. It doesn't even show at the chart. Still at $34 with buy orders, plenty of buy orders in the $34 range. We have seen the case market absolutely explode. And it's not only in the glove case, the gamma case as well. This thing has doubled in price in 5 days. And it's still at 9 bucks right now, almost $10. And there's still so many buy orders for these cases as well. It's like, what is going on right now? Well, today I want to cover it and you know exactly what's going on in the market, because this is one of the most like unexplainable things I've ever seen. Like, let's check if the Spectrum case is up. It's up a little, but it hasn't doubled. It hasn't doubled like the glove case, hasn't doubled like the gamma cases, but I guess this just shows how much demand there is for cases right now. Tons of demands for like coverts as well and stuff, and if cases maintain these prices, and I've covered this before, I think coverts are going to be doing extremely well. So we could take a look. We'll just take a look. Yeah, we'll take a look at the Gamma 2 case coverts. So, if you want to sell your CS skins for fair value instantly, check out skin.place. They're an instasell site, so you don't have to worry about getting your trades reversed after the recent update. The market is absolutely crazy right now, and SkinPlace offers a risk-free way to sell your skins for cash and crypto, and you don't have to worry about the crazy volatility. You could get a 2.2% bonus with their 2-year anniversary with that link at the top of the description. And also even buy skins for significantly cheaper than the Steam market under the buy skins section. Check out SkinPlace today, get your bonus, link at the top of the description. AK Neon Revolution, I know a while ago this skin just started blowing up in price because I have one in my inventory and it's like, it just blew up. I've got a factory new one. I don't know when I got it, but I've got it. It's $500 now. And it's like, if we're seeing cases double in price in 5 days' time, imagine what's going to be happening to the coverts. Sure, we saw some massive moves in this thing already, but the case costs $10 to unbox. Well, this one's only 8 bucks, but over $10 with a key, $10.50 if you're buying the case and the key. It's like, factory new coverts are not that common to unbox. There's only 3,000 of these listed on the market. There's not very many of them out there, and somebody just bought a massive amount of them, which is crazy. Now, I'm not a fan of investing too much in cases because they're super hard to move around. Instasell sites don't typically accept them. You've got to find an actual buyer. It's just a whole process. So to me, I'd rather be buying and holding onto the coverts because I just think they're a lot better. Now, I have been checking prices of a lot of things. I suppose these aren't very important right now. This is just kind of my own stuff. But just the rest of the market in general is doing extremely well. A lot of those old operation skins still just climbing up. You could see day after day just going up and up and up in price. The P90 Asmo of $180 now. This thing obviously trades up to the breakout case knives, and essentially everything in the game is climbing right now. A lot of the gloves in the glove case obviously are either at or very close to the prices they were at before this update even dropped. This update did not faze people at all. The skins that trade up to the gloves in the OG glove case are still climbing in price, hitting all-time highs. It's absolutely ridiculous. Where do people get the money from to do $3,000 trade-ups? I do not know, but that's where we're at right now. Either way, especially in this market, I would be taking advantage of the stuff that's kind of sitting sideways for now and hasn't really blown up yet. Once again, I'm a big fan of the coverts that trade up to super good knives, like the Gamma case coverts, the Spectrum case coverts. I was a big fan of the glove case coverts. I'm still holding on to a minimal wear buzzkill, but I sold 3 of my factory new Dragonfires for like $500 profit each within a week of buying them, and I was more than happy with that. But once again, even the old operation skins and old random drop skins are still just absolutely crushing in price. Everything in the market is doing super well right now. And I don't typically say stick with the stuff that hasn't moved too much, but with everything, you know, doubling, tripling in price, even more with some of the coverts over the past month, it's like I would kind of try and focus on the stuff that hasn't really properly blown up yet. I do still think a lot of coverts have a ton of room to run. Once again, if we're seeing cases doubling in price, that shouldn't be too surprising to say. I mean, who is going to be unboxing these coverts? Who is unboxing $10 cases? I think no matter which way you spin it, people are always going to try and favor those coverts to trade up the knives rather than unboxing cases. I mean, it's once again, 1 in almost a 400 chance to pull a knife from a case. And if you're paying $10 to unbox every single case, the odds are horrifically against you. And obviously, you would just take the guaranteed knife with the trade-up. And if cases continue to get this much more expensive, I think that's going to mean there's less coverts unboxed, which should once again mean we're seeing less supply come in, which means covert prices go up. I ain't paying no $10 to unbox a Gamma 2 case. I'd rather buy a roll cage and even battle scarred, or field tested, or anything like that. Any of the worst conditions are fine as well, because even if you're buying a bunch of battle scarred roll cages, they could still trade up to an emerald because it's a Gamma case. That's just how it works. So there's no shame there's no real loss in buying roll cage, in buying worse condition skins that trade up to knives, especially in cases where you're aiming for your fades, your Dopplers, just any of those skins that stick in factory new and minimal wear condition, because people are, no matter what, going to be buying these worse coverts ass fillers. And you can see there's not too much of a price difference between even battle scarred and field test now, because people are just using them because they want to try and get those Doppler skins. So even at $100, I do think there is some crazy people out there that are willing to do the trade-ups just by spend $500 on these, potentially get an emerald. I mean, that's what people are hoping for, and it's like, it's just crazy. I still think these things should climb in price, and to be honest with you, if I could find a good price on these somewhere, I'm probably going to scoop them up. That's the main stuff I wanted to cover in this video. Another thing I want to cover is kind of the sticker slab update. I'm sure you guys know about this by now, but it's like you could put a sticker in a slab. It doesn't damage the sticker. It doesn't scrape it. You could just put it in the slab and attach it to a charm. So you could use it on your weapon risk-free. We're seeing a lot of pro players doing this in the major. Tons of cool stickers put in the slabs on weapons, and the sticker supply of these super old ones is not very high at all. This Dignitas Hollow I was looking at, you could still get this thing at super good prices on certain markets. And another thing is, I think this is a super low-risk buy as well right now, if the site wants to load, because if we zoom out to the past year, just look at buff prices, for example, zoom out to the past year, this is the massive move it had after the sticker slab update released, and it's almost back down to the, you know, pre-hype consolidation levels that it was at for 6+ months. So I don't think there's really any risk of buying a Dignitas Hollow here. I don't think it's going to be dropping below $1,000 anytime soon. I think it, at worst, is going to get down to like $1,000 or $1,100, because it was at this level for so long. There's going to be so much demand for it. So if you could get a buy-in at that price, I think it's fine to hold. Obviously, these super like illiquid stickers are kind of hard to, I don't know. They just, either don't move in price or they're having massive moves like this, and they typically happen extremely quickly. So you got to be ready to sell them if you own them, and they're just typically super quick moving because there's not that much in supply. You could jump up the price by this thing by like $200 if you buy 4 of them off the market, and there's people willing to do that out there. So either way, I think that's an investment to keep an eye on as well. Obviously, there's tons of old stickers you guys could look at too. This is just one I cover because it is one of my favorite stickers in the game. Beyond that, I would just be holding Operation Skins right now unless you want to take profit and move the money into something else. We're seeing stuff like the Poseidon almost at all-time highs as well. I'm still a big fan of Phase 2s, especially the Karambit. I did buy one of these for like 2,000? Yeah, like $2,100. Now it's almost 2,900. I'm still holding on to this thing probably until it reaches like $4,000, to be honest with you, because I could check this as well. Final thing of the video. Phase 2's really, they've got a lot of room to go before they get back to those pre-hype levels, and I think we could see some buyers step in eventually. Once again, especially if those cases continue to climb in price, and if the coverts do as well. It might not be a quick process, but I think it's going to happen. Still think holding coverts is great. Still think these knives are going to increase in price. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Check out the sponsor with that link at the top of the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.